In this video, we're going to take 4 different examples, and we are first going to sketch the terminal angle and then identify which quadrant it lies in. Afterwards, we'll convert from degrees to radians. Please just watch me explain example number 1. In the first video, all of the angles I provided were positive values. In this video, you'll be provided with negative angles. So negative 120 degrees. This is like our start line. When we are provided with a positive value, we're going to rotate up. When we're provided with a negative value, we're going to reverse it and rotate down. So I'm rotating down 90 plus an additional 30. The terminal angle lands right here in quadrant 3. Remember, it's quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So this terminal angle lands in quadrant 3. Now, how can we convert from degrees to radian measurements? I'm going to take the given degrees, I'm going to multiply it by pi over 180. So grabbing my calculator or going into Desmos, I'm going to type in 120 divided by 180. For those that catch on, remember we're able just to cross out the zeros in the back. That's a quicker way of doing this. But we can hit math fraction, enter, enter. So this is going to reduce to 2 pi over 3. And don't forget about the negative sign. Okay, please follow along in your notes now for examples 2, 3, and 4. Negative 45 degrees. I'm rotating down 45 degrees. The terminal angle lands in 1, 2, 3, 4. It lands in quadrant number 4. I can convert from degrees into radian measurements by taking this 45 degrees, dividing it by 180, and then math fraction, enter, enter. So negative 45 degrees is equivalent to negative 1 pi over 4. Let's look at example 3 and 4. I would like you to press pause on this video to attempt 3 and 4, and then come back to see if you correctly were able to find the terminal angle, identify the quadrant it lies in, and convert accurately from degrees to radians. Okay, this number is much larger than 360, which is 1 revolution. So I would suggest taking 870 and dividing it by 360. This tells me we're going to have 2 full revolutions plus an additional portion. So 2 full revolutions, what does that mean? This would be negative 360 plus negative 360. Well, how much more? 360 times 2 is 720. So I'm going to take 870 and I'm going to subtract 720. That means this is 360 plus 150. Oh, how do I actually identify this? I'm going to reverse direction because it's negative. There's 1 revolution. Here's 2 revolutions, and now I need to go an additional 150. So 150, remember, is there's 3, 6, 9, 12, and right here would be 15. Terminal angle lands in quadrant 1, 2, 3. It lands in quadrant 3. Now I'm going to convert by taking 870 and dividing it by 180. 870 divided by 180, hitting math fraction, enter, enter. It reduces to 29 over 6. Now what I often see kids do is either just write 29 over 6 and they forget the pi on top, or in this case, sometimes they even forget the negative sign out front. Let's see if you were able to also answer number 4 correctly. So I know this is larger than 360. If I take 660 and I divide it by 360, this tells me I have only 1 revolution plus an additional portion. So this is going to break into 360 plus an additional amount, plus 300. So 360 reverse, so there's 1 revolution. And now I need to go 300. I'm going to count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and there's 300. This terminal angle lands, in quadrant number 1. I'm able to take negative 660 by dividing it by 180 and reducing the fraction to get a negative 11 pi over 3.